Hey, what's up everyone? Glock9 here, and welcome to a one-off 7 days episode where we are going to fight an endgame horde using only Dynamite. This was of course inspired by my Kid Dynamite series. I was just wondering what it would be like and where we would fight an endgame horde. And of course, it would be here at the Dishang Tower, my favorite building to destroy, but it's also the easiest large building to convert into a horde base because there's not much work that has to be done. All we really have to do is blow the staircase out back here, and that'll keep the zombies from being able to get up to the second floor, or basically any floor above the ground floor. So that's all we gotta do, is blow these stairs out, and then get up on the second floor, and throw dynamite down on the zombies, and hope we don't take the whole building down before the horde is over. That should be more than enough. And just like that, we're done. Let's open this door up, because we might want to do some fighting in the stairwell. Could be a good place to get some kills. And create a pit, throw enough dynamite down there, makes a little pit, the zombies fall in the pit, and they get stuck down there. Probably not a bad idea to create numerous pits around the lobby that the zombies can fall into and get stuck in. I already created one right here from blowing the steps up. Kind of messy. Dynamite is not a very clean tool. It makes a mess, but that's alright, because it's about to get a lot more messy in here. Let's go ahead and bring on the horde and have some fun. I can't stand the buzzing sound of these signs. No way I'm listening to that any longer. Oh, beautiful. Good. Let's get rid of this one too. And these two over here. Much better. And that buzzing was driving me insane. I mean, once the horde starts in a couple of seconds, the zombie sounds and the dynamite sounds would have drowned out that buzzing noise anyway, but I just had to do that for my own fucking mental health. Here we go. I could have taken this a step further and built something that the zombies were attracted to, but as I mentioned in the Kid Dynamite series, doing something like that would only last for a moment anyway, because then when I throw dynamite at the zombies, it would blow up the thing they're attracted to. So, doesn't really make sense to overbuild or over-engineer anything when dynamite is your only tool. Of all the things I had to face in the Kid Dynamite series, using dynamite as my only weapon and tool, horde fights, even though I only fought one in that series, were the easiest thing. I mean, the one horde I did fight was ridiculously easy. Granted, as the hordes get bigger, you're going to want to find bigger buildings to use that are made of concrete, because it's pretty easy to overdo it with the dynamite and destroy the building, and then you're left running for your life or getting buried alive. I doubt that'll happen here tonight because of how large the Dishang Tower is, but I mean, believe me, I definitely have enough dynamite on me to take this whole building down. There's a big group back there. Took out a lot of them. But, of course, a problem you'll find when fighting a horde with dynamite is the loot bags wind up in some, deep in some pit, and they can be hard to get to, obviously. I did allow myself to craft frames and use those, so if I did have to go into a pit to grab loot bags or whatever, I could use the frames to get out of the pit. I'm going to make a hole right here so I can get a look at what the zombies are doing down below. Because it sounds like there's a bunch of them in the crack-a-buck. Yeah, there's a bunch right here. I guess we'll turn the crack-a-book into a pit. Now, one thing that I thought was going to be a challenge, using dynamite as my only tool and weapon, was doing things like building a mini bike, which, unfortunately, I was never able to do, but that's only because I never unlocked it. I didn't find enough magazines, but I did have a workbench and I had the materials needed to craft. I found the wheels are easy to find, an engine, a battery, easy to find if you loot enough cars, and all the other materials are plenty easy. Workstations, you know, I had what I needed to craft a forge, and I could have found what I needed to craft a workbench. But when you're just using dynamite for everything, that means pretty much all the loot you find, in terms of like anything that has to do with tools or weapons and ammo and all that stuff, I was just selling to the trader. So I had plenty of money, and traders sell workstations, so you just end up buying all the shit you're gonna need. And the only shit you really need is food and water to stay alive, first aid supplies, and a mode of transportation. And when you get to the mini bike, of course, you're gonna need gasoline. But that's really it. I mean, you want some wood to make frames just in case, but you can get wood from blowing up all the buildings you're gonna blow up along the way, you know? I mean, look, is it something I'm gonna do again? Probably not with dynamite. Maybe Rocket Man would be hilarious, where I could only use a rocket launcher as a tool or a weapon. If you didn't watch Kid Dynamite, I was giving myself infinite dynamite. I couldn't run out of it. That's the only way to do it. What am I gonna do, craft dynamite? How fucking the whole point of the series was to just have fun and for it to be silly. And that's exactly what it was. Fun and silly and a little stupid. But I enjoyed it. And I hope all of you that watched it enjoyed it as well. And like I said, will I do something silly and stupid again in the future? Of course I will. Just probably not dynamite again. We'll try something different. Let's make another hole right here. But there's a trick I learned. You know, when you do some dumb shit like this where you're like, all I can use is dynamite, you'd be surprised how quickly you get good at using dynamite. And little tricks you find, like opening up cop cars. Dude, one stick of dynamite will blow open a cop car, and oh shit, I didn't want that to happen. I wanted to be able to get through there. Now I can't because there's a big hole, but at least I can throw dynamite through this big hole. So yeah, if you throw a stick of dynamite, maybe not at first, you got to get a few points into Demo Expert. But once I had like at least 3 points in the Demo Expert, I was able to use one stick of dynamite, maybe a couple of blocks away from a cop car, and it would just blow it open and unlock it. It wouldn't set the alarm off, and it wouldn't spawn in any zombies. So, a real easy way to open up cop cars? Dynamite. I'll definitely use that trick in my gameplays moving forward. Of course, blowing open safes with dynamite works, but you gotta be careful because you could easily destroy a safe or destroy the ground the safe is on, and then the safe gets destroyed as well. You think I can make this jump? I'm pretty sure I can. Definitely not jumping that way. I'm not doing that either. Yeah, we can make this jump. I got parkour to level 2. Yeah, no problem. But anyway, I thought Kid Dynamite was a lot of fun. Trying to complete quests using only dynamite. You know, clear zombies. Especially like in a wooden home. You're fucking destroying the entire home while you're trying to kill zombies. You know, retrieve the supplies. You're trying to get the supplies first before you destroy them. It was a lot of fun. Look at that throw. Tell you, I really I really upped my skill with Dynamite, which I feel will transfer over to other throwables as well, you know? This Horde's kind of boring. I know what we need. 25 demolishers. They'll help me create a pit right here in the center of the lobby. Well, that sucked. There we go. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's not even going to be a pit. That's going to be a glory hole. That's what that's going to be. Glory hole to hell. Look, they're all going in. Oh, that's great. Dude, that's going to bedrock, baby. That's going to be deep. Oh, yeah. Demolishers make everything better. This should go well. Perfect. Yes. That's where I want all the explosions to happen, in like the middle. Let's continue working on Satan's glory hole. Oh, most of them got stuck up there. I wanted them to fall into the glory hole. A lot of them did. No, fellas, get down. If we stand here, we might be able to attract some zombies into this area, get a bunch of kills, and create a pit in the elevator shaft. This is also a big form of support right here, so by destroying it... Oh shit, there's a ladder right there? I didn't realize there was a ladder there. Well, not anymore. But yeah, I'm destroying support at the same time, so not great for the overall structural stability of the building. But we only got a couple of hours left until morning. Fuck it, I don't care. Starting to lose some frames. Oh, that's why. Usually the center of the building implodes. That's usually the first to go. You know, the thing about the Rocket Man series, if I was to do something as ridiculous as that, is it would be a lot easier than Kid Dynamite, because there are two different types of rockets available. One that does most of its damage to entities like zombies and animals, and the other one does most of its damage to blocks. Right? So you would think Rocket Man would have access to both of those different types of rockets. So if we were doing a clear zombies quest, we would obviously use the rockets that damage zombies the most. If we wanted to destroy the steps of the Dishong Tower to create a Horde base, then we would use the rockets that damage mostly blocks. I'm going to blow a hole open right here so I can get out on that. It's not really a balcony, it's just the front of the building. Just want to get out there and have a look. See if I can get some of the zombies to come out this way. We could create a pit right here at the entryway. I should probably load it up with dynamite first. And then light it up. So yeah, Rocket Man would be a lot easier, because we would have two different types of ammo to use depending on what our needs are. So I probably won't do a Rocket Man series, unless it's like a mini series and we just do a few different fun things, because as much as the people who watched Kid Dynamite really liked it, and they get my sense of humor and they get what I was doing. There was a whole bunch of people that were like, this is ridiculous, I can't watch this. And I get it. You know, they want to see an actual playthrough. They don't want to see just some ridiculous shit that they're never going to do in the game. You know? And, but whatever. I'm not here to please everybody, and I'm never gonna please everybody. That's why I just do what I think is fun, and I hope you guys enjoy it. That's all I can do as a creator. Look at this, dude. Oh shit, we got some water down there. I guess when the middle of the building imploded, the swim... Oh shit. Don't want to fall down there. Not yet. Oh, we got some water right here as well. Yeah, the swimming pool, I'm sure, fell apart and all the water came down. Well, it is officially morning, just about. There it is. And the entire second floor, with the exception of where I threw dynamite, is standing. A lot of zombies left. I can't be bothered with trying to kill every single one of them. They're way too spread out. And I'm sure there's a lot of them buried inside all of the different pits I've created. I kind of want to check out the glory hole pit, though. Let's see how deep that thing is. Can I make the jump to this? Yes. All right. Hey, stop beating on my support. This ain't gonna last. Nope. And down we go into the glory hole. Oh, man, there's a lot of zombies down here. Fuck off, lady. That was the hardest thing in Kid Dynamite, dealing with runners. Feral zombies, radiated zombies, and birds. Oh my god, we're the absolute worst. Ow, lady, I just wanted a red loot bag. That's all. Here, we should be able to get out this way. Yep. You see, getting the timing right with runners, I mean, you gotta, like, try and get them stuck on something. That's the only way. Son of a bitch. Oh, we got some screamers. That's another thing about the dynamite. Only, like, a handful of sticks will call in a screamer. Shit. That's close. Oh, I'm okay. Oh, look at that hole. Oh, shit. Oh, no. That's it. I'm stuck in here. I'm gonna die in a glory hole. Oh, the karma.